See how very light medium gray that polar lights thing is when before it was in the water it looked greenish. And the same A creation thing did not change color much based on water and not water. So we're going to test them both on this piece right here, one polar lights, A creation, and we'll see how it looks. Right, so here we go. Got to get it up into the light so you can see it. So polar lights gray on the left, A creation on the right. And we're going to compare it to the movie screenshot for a moment. So these are the best images here to compare the deflector dish. Now you see how it's darker, which would indicate the darker one versus the grayer, lighter one. See? Now, I know it's not exactly the same, but yes, it is definitely the darker, harsher piece that is on there. Now it was, interesting enough, a lighter stripe, which I might have tried on the neck actually, but I would have had to put the stripe on separately. But look at how dark that part of the neck is, so that's good. That's a lighter stripe, so you might be able to get away with the polar lights on the inboard side. Maybe even the outboard side too. But look how dark that is, see? Well, the stripe is light, that isn't. So let's see if I can find a picture of the ship with the outboard nacelle showing from Rathacon. There's one. Definitely darker on the outboard side, as you can see, but light, almost invisible on the inboard side. So polar lights inboard, A creation outboard. Yeah, definitely showing. Okay. And there is a very good shot. Definitely light gray, darker gray. So that's the color I use for the deflector dish, the darker gray color. Okay, now we know. And there's a way to save the polar lights decal for future use. Just stick it to the back of the existing 73. All right, so polar lights inboard, A creation outboard, but I'm going to use the slightly greener one to have some trace from the motion picture left. So there we go. There is the A creation ones on there. Of course, there's ones that go above the little hemisphere, but I'm going to focus on number 67, which goes on the back side now. Yes, the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to use plain gray polar lights Aztecs for the refit and the A, and save the A creation just for the Rathacon refit trim. And there we go. There is try and get the shadow. There you go. There's the main one on the top. To go for the big ones, say 80. So on this side, between the two sections, that's 80. And then the long part is 79. And I'm putting them on before I put the neck in place, because they need to slide in between that section. See the torpedo launcher and the base of the neck? They need to slide right up in there, and I don't want them to get destroyed. So number 80 is now in place. There we go. So now you put on 79. Remember when I thought I'd lost the torpedo launcher? I believe that is it right there. So I'm going to put it in the Enterprise A kit. Nice safe place out of the way, but there is the completed deflector dish. There'll be a bit of trim painting to do, of course. And of course there's part 22, but I'm going to set that aside for now. So now I have to find the shuttle bay decal. But before and then do the fantail. You don't want 91, it's plain and gray and shows absolutely nothing. However, since I only have one of number 65, which shows all the details, you want to save that one for Star Trek 1. So you will use the plain gray one after all. Well, I never expected it to actually work, but the shuttle bay actually is a little darker now. Good. Of course, I'll save the end one for later. All right. I'm happy. And I'm not doing any painting on that. But of course, you see that blank spot in there? It's going to have to be the thrusters. However, according to the movie, they don't appear lit up at all. Look. Huh. And of course, if there's any way I can do some deflector in there, that'll be good. All right, good, good. Ah, see? Little black dots only, but definitely grayish. Even up here. Yeah, I probably should have used the lighter polar lights up there anyway. They might barely have shown up. They're a bit too harsh as they are. But as you can see here, look. That's almost a gray, not even a gold. There's the dark gray stripes. So a creation for that, just like it was on the bridge. Very good, very good. Well done. And the next one. Okay, good. And the next one. There we go, that's good. So using the gray. See, it's almost greenish in that picture. So that's where using the polar lights would have been the right choice, although you would have had to use the A creation for up there. So it's going to be a bit of a mixing and matching, but usually the A creation is reserved just for trim, not for the decal itself. All right. And you can see where the damage is from Wrath of Khan. So I will try to use all of that damage, even along the side of the torpedo bay. Okay. All right. So that's all for that. Here, black in the center. All right. Very good. Now you can see here how it is a lighter gray, but once you get up to the hull, it's a darker gray. Now look. See the red on the shuttle bay, just like I wrote, but see how you can't make any red out there? Good. That's good. Can barely make out the Aztecs. Actually, looks like the Arboretum windows are completely dark there. Might have to paint them black after all. There, you can see how I'll use the A creation stripe on the front and back of the neck. You can see a slight coloring on this one. And you can see how I'm going to have to go in there with black and then put white in the middle. Yeah, very gray theme on the Enterprise in this video. And look at the blue there. I don't know how I'm going to pull that off. And here it is pulling away from the Genesis planet. I brought it up to maximum brightness. Looks quite good. Now these are reused pictures from the motion picture. Now you can barely see the pearl, but it is generally gray on there. Black on the back of the neck. So the phasers are not gold at all. They're actually, even in the motion picture, they were gray. You see, unlike the Aztec decals, hull color here. There's the trim. Look how dark it is even in the motion picture. Yeah. Okay. And black on the nacelle trenches. Good, I got that right. Now that's a slightly darker gray. See that? Dark windows too. And you see here, here's from the motion, just gray. Now I'm going to go back to the motion picture. This is a Wrath of Khan reuse. All right, here we go. That is definitely an A creation color on the neck. This is from the motion picture. But you see how much lighter those are? Now give me 1 minute. Now you see in Wrath of Khan how it's definitely grayer, so I got it right. Now keep in mind, of course, when I do the motion picture refit, the hull color is going to be like this, not like that. Now, it doesn't look noticeably darker at that angle, but it is just enough. No, that is definitely a gray now. It's not as, not nearly as blue as it used to be. So I'll get that picture. There you go. Boom, picture. There's the other side. Good. You've got the deflector housing, you've got the parts of the secondary hull, the nacelles and their grills are ready to be painted with the base color, AS5 light blue. And of course, ease it down a bit so everything stays covered. It's pretty good, pretty good. It's working. Really is working. I'm pleased. So that is all for tonight for Monday, April 15th, and I'm pleased at how the deflector dish is lighter on the outer ring than it is on the upper ring. That's good. And look. Bring the light down a bit. Look at how it's become a nice gray there. That's excellent. Okay, so that's all for now for the Wrath of Khan refit. And I will see you here tomorrow when I continue. Little details on the shuttle bay, the 3 central points that go around the deflector dish, and some detail painting. Well, look, for polar lights there's a 71, but with A creation, no, there is a 75, eh? No, 75 is the arrowhead. Okay, so that's all for today, and we'll see you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.